Welcome back. Just outside the castle we have found this rather deadly rock. Who would have thought that a rock could instantly kill you if it rolled over you? It doesn't even look that big. It's made out of pure lead or something. The safe way to push the rock is to do it from the other side, from uphill. It would be nice if there was any kind of indication that it was actually going to roll that way, but there is not. But there rarely is in the King's Quest games. Whenever you can die, you usually can only find out by actually doing it. With a small shove, you manage to push the rock a few feet, revealing a shallow hole underneath. Aha! What's in it? There's an intricately carved dagger in the hole. Ooh, a shiny! I want that. You reach into the hole and grasp the dagger, being careful not to cut yourself. Yeah, wouldn't have surprised me if he died just from doing that, actually. I'm gonna push the rock back over the hole. After moving that rock once, just the thought of moving it again exhausts you. Okay. Fine, I'll leave it there. We are now carrying a dagger. This is a fine silver dagger with a very sharp edge. Useful, I guess, if we need to defend ourselves, or if we need to cut something. Okay, let's just keep heading west, I guess. We'll worry about the other directions we might head off in some other time. And there is a lovely little lake here. This kind of screen would really... The green would be differed, the blue would be differed, the brown on the trees would be differed, the grey would be differed. So this would be a horrible video if we didn't use the scum undiffering feature. It isn't that bad in the actual game, but the video compression, as I said, really makes that not fun. This game was actually one of the last EGA SCI games that Sierra made, so it's pretty advanced for this game engine. Hence all the nice touches like the fishes jumping around. There's a serene mountain lake with a small beach of pebbles on its edge. Ooh, pebbles! Another thing that isn't nailed down and pointed out in the text, so we want to have those, of course. Now, I could be wrong, but I do believe that the pebbles are the one item that moved. You grab a handful of pebbles. Between the original and the SCI version, I think you need a different location near a river to get the pebbles in the original. But in this version they're here. You have 5 smooth, rounded pebbles. Can we skim them off the lake? You throw one of your pebbles. Ah, it doesn't even show that. Skim it. Sir Graham, please try to find another word for skim. Spoil sport. I want to fill up my collection of pebbles again, so we have 5 again. Otherwise we would have had 4. I don't know how many we'll actually need. But anyway. I'm not entirely sure, but I think in the original, walking into the water would be an immediate death. But in this version of the game, Graham can actually swim. I think in King's Quest 2 you have to type swim before he will swim. Otherwise you'll drown. Graham has no sense of self-preservation. This is a serene mountain lake. Now you might think there's something interesting about that tree, but like I said, it's not pointed out in the text, so the odds are there isn't. Still, we can look at it individually. An old dignified oak tree rests near the shore of the lake. How about the lake itself? And that's the same message. Do you see any fish here at the moment? Not right now, no. That's one giant leap for the fish. And one small step for fish kind. Wow, I'm kind of impressed that they actually make a distinction between seeing or not seeing a fish for that message. I did not know that. How about the bird? The birds of Daventry are beautiful, are they not? Well, I guess that's one thing the kingdom is going for it, considering its people are famined, sickly, conquered, whatever, and have a fool for a king who lost 3 magical treasures. By the way, where are the people? Does anybody live here? It looks like the castle is just in the middle of a forest. No town, nothing. What do we have here? A tree stump. I'm betting that's going to be interesting. You're in a quiet part of the forest. There's an old rotted stump here. Yep, it points it out, so it'll probably be important. Look, stump. From here you can see the stump is very old and rotting away. But I want to know what's in the stump. Inside the rotting stump, you notice a small leather pouch. Yeah, you really gotta know what you have to type in these games. Try every single verb you can think of and combination of prepositions and whatever. Let's get that pouch. As you lift the pouch from the stump, you feel its contents shifting inside. And now we have a pouch. You're holding a plain leather pouch. Apparently there's something in it. What's in it? I want to know. Inquiring minds need to know. And there's no mind more inquiring than mine. Cautiously, you open the pouch and see many sparkling and flashing diamonds. Quickly, you close it again so as not to lose any. Sweet! We're rich! Screw this deal of finding these magical treasures. I'm going to Vegas. I feel like I can double it. Okay, probably not a good idea. Let's check out this log. Although it was not pointed out in the description for the screen, so if my logic holds, it will probably not be anything. Next to you is an old fallen tree trunk. It's crumbling and rotted and holds no interest for you, unless you have a fascination with termites. Is there anything in that hole? You peer into the darkness inside the log, but there's nothing inside. Nothing at all inside. I get termites. They're obviously more afraid of you than you are of them. Leave them alone. Ah, but I wanted to make friends. And hug them and pet them and call them George. Okay, well, I still feel good about going west. Wow, a nice waterfall. Well, you can say what you want about Daventry, it is scenic. A small, pleasant waterfall pours into a crystal clear lake. But nothing else of interest here, from the looks of things. This is a peaceful little lake, fed by a nearby waterfall. Oh. And the shrubbery is in my way. Wait, what? How did we end up back here? This must be one tiny planet that Daventry is located on, as considering we've walked around it. Either that or we've ventured into the Twilight Zone. Well, that was weird. It's actually something that quite a lot of the King's Quest games do. Actually, well, I know this one does it. I think 2 does it in one direction, and so does 4. I'm not really sure about 3. They make the world circular. I guess that was easier than putting mountains or seas or anything in the way to block your path. And in this particular case, the world is actually circular in both directions. So if you go north or south, you will also eventually get back where you started. Well, at least that makes it easy to search the place. We can just be methodical and basically search it line by line, sort of. We did this one, so now we can go Or from here, at this devious stone. And start heading west from here. Assuming, of course, there's nothing of interest on this screen. Well, that tree is certainly impressive looking. There's an enormous oak tree growing here, its branches reaching up to the sky. This is the largest oak tree you've ever seen. Its trunk seems to be about 10 feet around, and the thick, sturdy branches look like they could hold many times your weight. Interesting. Well, since the narration points it out, I guess we should try and climb it. Especially since it said it could hold my weight, which seems to be a hint that we can climb this thing. I wonder if this is the tree that Princess Dahlia was hanging around in from the backstory. That crafty witch that managed to steal the chest of gold. Which, of course, we'll have to recover. Although I don't think it is actually a witch that has it, but anyway. You can't climb a tree from here. Maybe from here, then. Finding plenty of footholds in the coarse bark of the tree, you easily clamber up the trunk to the branches above. Wow, that looks easy. Ooh. That's one big branch. Haven't seen a tree this big since the longest journey, basically. The big tree on Elias, where the stickmen hang out, yeah. Far out on a huge branch, there is a nest. Yep, there it is. There's a perfect shimmering golden egg lying in the nest. Hey, that's interesting. In some SCI games you can right-click to look, like I just did. But I think that if you actually try and look at the nest from here, it says that you're too far away. Apparently, it does not take your location into account when you right-click. I didn't know that. Can I look at myself? No. Up here in the tree, the main trunk is bent enough to allow you to walk carefully along its length. The leaves and branches hide the ground from view. It's a pretty useful thing, especially if you don't know what to call something. When I look at myself, I wanna... You see nothing special, Sir Graham. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna save here. Although I don't think it actually kills you if you fall. And in any case, I guess we'll have to try and retrieve that golden egg that we shouldn't really know about from here in the next video.